EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. Here's Kai Forbath now to get us started, and off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the pass.
Here's Jackson to throw. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson. Roberts got it. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
54 Mike. Check. Hey, check. 6 guys.
To throw is Jackson. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Leighton Vander Esch on the tackle. A gain of 6 yards. 54. And it's 54. Mike 54.
Now it's Jackson. Steps away. It's caught by Roberts. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And Tucker, the former Longhorn, puts this one through, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Justin Tucker to kick off for
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys. We'll get it at the 25. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside first quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And some space here. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big run that time by Elliott. 47 yards.
Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Forbath, the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you described.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Let's go now. Come on, get the team running. Get the team running. 54, walk 54. It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Check the backer, check the backer. Move, move.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it?
And he fires one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So now 2 pick 6s that he's thrown in this first half of play. Where do you go from here?
Well, number one, make sure you keep your poise. Make sure you go to the sideline after throwing this second one, and you look like you're still in charge, that you're still the guy, because your team's going to feed off of you. And if you're having your hands on your head or shaking your head and walking with your head down, guess what? They're not going to rally at all.
Let's go. Let's do it.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Malcolm Smith in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great. Not a bad job.
Hey.
Writing down your ad-libs.
If you print it, I'm going to read it. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Check. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Forbath for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
I'm going to come back to you.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
We're going to 53. Check curls.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, as the first half is winding down, as his guys continue to pour it on. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
Yes, sir.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, it's Pollard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll run for it with Pollard. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a give, right side. Pollard, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Now a give, right side. Pollard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, Pollard. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
3 down. Here we go, 47. Bang, 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 bang.
Now Prescott on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Check, walk 54, walk 54.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, his 2nd sack of the night. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Eluding the pressure right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jalen Smith, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. On 1st down, Pollard. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
And you got there on the stop.
50 seconds to
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Ravens' 19-yard line.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Pollard. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. Prescott to throw on 4th. He's got his target. It's Cobb. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check, 47. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. They'll run with Scott. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Let's go, Greg. Watch the ship.
They'll run on first down. It's Scott. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, 41 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they start this game just like they won. Opening drive touchdown, a nice run there to finish it off.
Yeah, that's what we call an explosive run because of the distance. And being able to do that puts a little uncertainty in the minds of your opponent.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he takes this up to the 40. Yard line before being corralled.
A gain of 15 yards. And the Saints, first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
At the 42-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 times. 3 down.
Throwing now is Breeze. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 41-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's just me and you. It's just wonder. Slam.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they can't bring him down. A gain there of 21 yards. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. Ready. 95, 56. 57. Exit. Check safety. Tight dog. Over. Hey, kill.
Breeze now on 1st down. Gets this one to Hill. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
It's just me and you.
Now Breeze. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Single. 11. 57's mine.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these...
Breeze going to go on 4th down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox, and the Eagles defense able to hold. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the 2nd quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
47's the mic, boys. 47. Check, 47.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
You kill! 57. 36.
Breeze now to throw. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Strip that ball. Come on.
Hey, high 7.
47, Mike, 47. Silver.
Here's Breeze. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
21.
Breeze going to throw. And that will be incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
I'm here all day. Kill. 53's the mark. 53. Check 53.
So here we go on 4th down with Breeze. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Jannard Avery. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. On 1st down, it's Scott. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
How many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one.
Check pass. Here we go. 5-1.
They're going to try and run. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. Boy, it's only a one-score game. 3rd quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. He's at the 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Boston Scott, 75 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. To throw, it's Wentz. It got his man complete. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. It's Scott, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd down, it's Scott. Slipped 1 tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This to make it a 3-score game late. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Let's go. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Easy, opposite.
Try to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. On first down, Breeze. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints get a bit closer. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. Till next time, we say so long from the Bayou. EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to
out of nothing.